Good evening and welcome to Blitzed Recordings. Tonight we are doing The Deep End by John Arthur Green. Last performed 12 plus years ago for the Brentwood Festival. I've got some of the original cast coming back, including Mark Barnes, Dave Miller, Stuart Gardner and Nick Wilkes. We've got a few additional actors coming in to take over the other parts that couldn't get back involved, unfortunately. It's a black comedy set in a double glazing salesman, but to tell you any more would definitely be spoiling the surprise. Enjoy, and I will see you at the other end.
I've got a with Ocean Windows and more. Now, before we hang up,
yes, I understand you already have double glazing, but can you be sure that it will sustain a torrential storm?
Windows are needed for protection and for warmth. Without these things, how can you keep your family safe? You don't have a family. You live alone. I apologise.
Listen, sweetness, this is definitely the accessory you require. Why? Well, because when all of your friends see you with a new conservatory, they are going to die of jealousy. And I mean literally die. You can take as long as you like.
Sir, if you'll let me just say one more thing before you hang up. This is not a holiday I'm offering. It's not £1 million. It won't cure any illnesses you have. But these windows will keep your house in beautiful, warm conditions. And in the end, your home is where you lay your hat.
I'm serious. This is the best window you can buy at the cheapest prices. Miss Turner, can I call you Mary? Mary, this option guarantees you the best look, the best health, the most influential piece of installation any company can offer. Back. We slash their prices and we'll get the work done in half the time. Now, I mean, our labour is nearly as cheap as a chocolate bar. Any extra cost will be taken care of by ourselves. Yes, we could be at yours tomorrow. I'll have someone come around whenever you want. 2:30? We can manage that. It's been a pleasure. I'm sure we can service you as well as you have been kind to me. Good day. Thank you. Thank you. Hold the applause, but thank you.
Good work, Jenkins. You're becoming a real star. Keep up the good work.
Well done, Benjamin. You nearly set the week record.
3 days to go.
You'll be the boss soon.
And an office with a view and a tannoy. Listen to me, boys. To achieve greatness, you must first realise how little people can be easily brushed aside.
Yeah, it's the only way. What time is it, Kane?
10.
Tea break time.
10 minutes, everybody.
Not for me. People have phone, windows to sell.
He never stops.
It was once like you and me.
He was nothing like me. I am not a robot, and I'm not a manipulative being who will step on anyone to get to the top.
Yeah, but look at his headset.
Well, that's all it is, a headset. It's not a magic wand. He can't produce wine from his arse. He's a tosser. A sophisticated tosser, but a tosser nonetheless.
I think it's okay.
Brainwashing.
What are you two beings doing?
Tea break.
No, I think you might have misheard me. When I said tea break, I meant our tea break. You got work to do.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
This is Ocean Windows, Doors and More, isn't it?
Indeed it is, my sweet. What can I do for you?
I have an interview today, 10 o'clock with a Mr. White. I'm running late. The bus broke down. I had to run from Griffin Street.
Yeah, lovely story.
Send Miss Urchin up, please.
Seems like our fearless leader has already seen you. Have fun.
Kane, back to work. No snide comments, or you'll be here to see me. Understand?
Yes, sir. It's up there.
Why do you think someone would volunteer to work here?
Money. That's how it always is. Money that no one can trace.
She is spectacular.
Yeah, stop that right now. Work-based relationships only heighten tensions within the office environment.
Stop being an idiot for once.
Come in. Sit down. So it's a job you're looking for, is it?
Yes, sir.
Well, you've come to the right place. We have vacancies nearly every week. People just don't turn up and we're left trying to fill the seats. So what experience do you have in telesales?
I used to work at Anglian.
Oh, good company. Not as good as ours, of course, but good. You'll still an average £5 an hour and commission-based bonus. You can make an extra £100 a day, like our top salesman, Jenkins.
Good to know. Incentives.
Indeed. You'll start down the front with Chris and Martin and we'll see how you get on. We close at 5, hour for lunch if you choose to take it, and a strict dress code.
Which is?
Black and white. It's a simple scheme. Plain on the outside, creative on the inside.
And that is effective, is it?
Oh, you like questions, I see. That's something we'll have to put a stop to. Any more questions? Ask Chris.
Yes, sir.
Call me Mr. White. And welcome to the deep end.
Looking forward to it, sir. Mr. White.
You meet, boys.
I'm sorry?
Oh, we don't often get your type here.
My...
Women.
Yeah, we're mostly a male-oriented company.
That's what he said.
You sure you're in the right place?
Positive.
Let's hope you're right. Here, just in case you need a shoulder to cry on.
Thanks.
Desk for you in the shallow end. Off you go.
Right.
Back to it, boys. These windows won't sell themselves.
Yeah, all right, we're going.
Yeah, keep your hair on.
Hey, I'm Chris.
Sophie.
Is that your boyfriend?
You get right to the point, don't you?
I'm just curious about our new staff member, that's all.
Really smooth, mate.
So, are you two serious?
I really don't see how that is any of your business.
Well, it seems nice from the picture. I hope you're happy with it.
Look, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, you'll hear no more from me. Do you live around here?
You're acting like a bit of a stalker.
Sorry, I get nervous.
Do I know you? I've never seen you before in my life. Read my lips. I don't care.
That's fair enough. Can I ask you something again?
I didn't think you were allowed to ask questions, and you're doing a pretty good job of asking them.
Yeah, well, I don't obey the rules. That's why I'm here in the shallow water.
What?
Shallow water. Paddling area, the rock pools, the clingers on.
I'm not sure what form of simile you're using, but okay.
Well, okay, I'll explain. This company works like an ocean. It's like the sea life. To start with, you have Martin and me. We're amoebas, you know, like little creatures who can change the way we are. The tiny minnows who seem to exist for the sole purpose to feed somebody else. Then you have the next step, like the eel. Now, these characters are slippery, but can also be dangerous and violent if you cause them to feel threatened by your presence. Then you have the piranhas. Now, these vicious creatures do not care whether you are in their way or threatening or just passing through. They will devour you. Their size means nothing because anyone who steps too close will lose something they need.
That's interesting.
Well, it doesn't finish there, because at the head of this chain, this hierarchy, is the shark. Territorial, ferocious, and in some ways the embodiment of evil, with its cold stare and its mean grin. It will not only tear you apart, but you may never be seen again. It doesn't need to worry about frightening off the other creatures. With little manoeuvres, its presence is enough to create obedience.
Well, that was interesting. I take it you're a fish expert?
I like fish, yeah. Don't be fooled. This place is an ocean unto itself. But just be warned. If you want to survive, keep your head down or fight real hard.
Thanks for that. You obviously have been here too long.
Is there anything you want to know?
A few things.
Okay. Do you want to ask?
When I need an answer, I'll ask.
She's a tough one.
Yeah, she'll fit in fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go home. Unless you feel so devoted you want to stay for the night, I suggest you put your coat on and leave. It's ugly in here after dark.
I wonder where Martin's going in such a hurry.
He does salsa on Tuesdays.
Really? I never have thought.
It just goes to show you can never judge someone until you know them.
I guess so.
Sophie,
Yes, Chris.
are you doing anything later?
I don't want to go to salsa
No, not salsa, but, a drink maybe?
tonight. There's a few things I need to look into.
Okay. I understand.
You understand what?
Busy. I hear it all the time.
Then you don't listen to what's being said to you. I have to check a few things out. But I'm not busy every night, but tonight I am.
Okay. So...
It's too soon to ask now. You really don't know how to chat somebody up, do you?
I am rejected a lot.
I bet.
Yes, Miss Crabbo. I know the window leaked. We have a few problems every now and then. I understand our policy, and believe me, as soon as it's physically possible for one of our manual workers to get to you, they will. If tomorrow morning sounds fine. Nothing in the world is inflectable. Our apologies. What a pain in the arse.
That Krabappel,
Yeah.
she has done nothing but complain ever since we installed those godforsaken windows.
She's an old woman.
Yeah, and she should know how time-consuming it is having to listen to her, chatter on at you every other day.
There is something wrong with their windows. They keep leaking. I saw it myself.
Been snooping, have we?
No, it's just...
Sweetheart, that's never a good idea. The last person who went looking for trouble never came back.
Yeah, bit of advice. Women should stick to what they know. 3 C's, cleaning, cooking, and keeping quiet. You see where we're going?
You two, take Chris outside.
Come on, out, now.
Oh, good ear.
Out.
You see that board?
Yes,
Whose name dominates it?
yours.
What?
Yours.
I couldn't quite hear you.
Your name.
That's right. Mine. Me. Benjamin Jenkins. And I didn't get there by people following my work with questions and searches. You understand me? Now you see, I have no trouble with you being a woman here. Like some of the others. I just don't like being knocked back. Soon, and I mean soon, I'm going to get in that office, and you'll wish you'd never messed with me. Boy's getting old. His menace and control has gone. There's a new shark in town, and his name is Jenkins. Now, if I ever see you near my books again, my personal clients, I will kill you. And I mean literally. Little fish. Always looking to steal the thunder. Nothing will stop me. Nothing.
Jenkins, my office now.
Right away, Mr. White.
Mr. White.
How long have you worked here, Jenkins?
3 years, sir.
A complaint against certain members of your staff.
You've climbed high over those years, haven't you,
The
Jenkins?
misogynistic and outdated attitudes towards myself and the unsatisfactory customer service being performed by them are leading me to write this official letter of complaint.
And now, at what appears to be the pinnacle of your career so far,
If you do
I
not
am
deal
here
with
to
these
ask you
people
one.
in a swift and efficient manner as soon as possible, I will have no other option than to report yourself and them to the union official. I hope we can resolve this issue without needing to take it any further. Yours sincerely, Sophie Urchin.
Did you think I would just let you take over?
Pardon me, sir?
Do you think I have been here as long as I have because I let little critters such as yourself take what I have worked so hard to achieve?
Oh, wait a minute, sir.
No, you wait. I liked you. I thought potential when you first came to me.
Well, that's what I have. Potential.
No, you have ambition. Ambition can get a man killed.
Sir?
I can't look weak in front of all these people. If they took a glimpse of my fatality, I would be dethroned and someone else would take my job, my life.
I don't understand.
I'll show them all.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I understand that, Miss Krabappel, but no, the man you were speaking to hasn't come in today. Yeah, I'll send someone over right away. Where's Benjamin?
I'm not sure. He's never this late.
Neither is Mr. White, usually.
And Sophie? Oh, God, what if he did something to her?
You know, you can just keep your trap shut. Nothing will have happened. I mean, you know Ben, you know what he's like. He probably blew it all off, ended up taking her back to his, yeah?
That's not funny.
Oh, Loverboy lost out again?
Shut up.
Yeah, you know, pretty sure any woman would choose anything over you.
Shut up.
Yeah, they'd pick a worm over you.
I said shut up. You want to know what I am? I'm an amoeba. That's all, an amoeba, and nothing. But you ills, you slippery bastards that always know what you need, which a ring, which folder to use, which people need windows. But us, do you care? What do we get left with? Estates, flats, the world where no one can afford double glazing.
Yeah. Is that good?
No, Martin, it's not good. We're nothings here, and everyone knows it. And no matter how hard you try, and you do, you will always end up with nothing to show for it. And why? Because bullies like you and Jenkins put us down.
Yeah? Do you know what else we do? We eat.
Yeah, we beat little creatures like you to a pulp.
And you know why women don't want to touch you?
Why?
Because you're even lower than a woman.
Hey, what time do you call this then?
Can I talk to you?
Yeah, of course I can. You're a woman and you need my time, of course.
You're being funny again.
Sorry.
Jenkins isn't here, is he?
No. Did he try to hurt you last night? I couldn't stop thinking about him and you alone here.
We weren't alone. Mr. White was here. That really isn't the point right now. Where is Mr. White?
He's not in.
Jenkins is dead.
What?
Mr. White killed him.
Yes, someone had a late alcoholic night, I can tell.
No, well, yes, but that's not what's the matter with me. Last night, while you and the boys were dancing outside...
We weren't dancing. They advised me to walk home, and I thought it would be a good idea.
Can I tell you what happened?
Sorry, go ahead.
Jenkins threatened to kill me. I came back to complain, and on my way to Mr. White's office, I saw him eat Jenkins.
What?
He ate him. Well, bit his neck out like a vampire or a shark. He just ate him. I'm not making this up.
Okay, Mr. White ate him.
Yes.
He ate him. Like a shark.
Yes.
You realise what I told you before was just a metaphor. It wasn't meant to be taken in any literal sense. Maybe it was that which, put the idea in your head.
I will hurt you if you don't stop insulting my intelligence. What I saw was a grown man eat another man. Cannibalistic, but it definitely happened.
Are you feeling a little sick, maybe? High temperature, dry throat?
I'm not making this up.
Maybe you hallucinated?
I did not. I saw him bite and eat him.
There some sort of trouble?
Sophie's feeling a little ill.
I am not. Chris?
Oh, come on. What's the matter then?
I was asking Chris out tonight.
You were?
You were?
Yes. Making plans for an evening of pleasure. He's the best lay I've ever had.
What?
What?
If you want to learn a thing or two about women, he's your man.
God, I never saw that coming.
Oh, nice going, Chris.
Thanks?
Now can we go back to private conversation?
Sure.
I'm serious.
I never touched you.
Chris, listen to me. Something is seriously wrong here, and I'm going to find out what.
Why aren't you working?
We only stopped to see if you were all right. I've never seen you so late, Mr. White.
That's wonderful arse-licking, Martin. Thank you.
Have you heard where Jenkins is, Mr. White?
Yes, regrettably has quit his position with this company.
Oh. Did he say why?
He felt he was going nowhere and needed a change of direction. So I had no option but to let him go. It really bites, but that's life.
Should I move his name down, Mr. White?
You do that, Martin. As you all can see, there is a desk at the head of the class available. So if you want it, if you want to be my new Jenkins, work hard. And I'll announce who has been chosen at the end of the day.
All those names, are they people who just didn't turn up?
Yes, that's pretty much the gist of it.
It's a tough game, double glazing. People sometimes just crack under the pressure.
Yeah. Many top men have fallen under the strain.
Did they all coincidentally look like they were going to beat Mr. White's target?
Well, possibly, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, most were doing very well at the time. But that's just how it works. People find when they're at the pinnacle of their game, they just lose control.
Lose control.
What's the matter with her?
Do you think something is wrong with Jenkins leaving so suddenly?
Why?
Because he threatened her last night.
And
that's as far as I'm going with that story.
Jenkins threatened you.
Why is everybody talking about me?
Come on, I mean, he was having a bit of fun, he was mucking around.
And today he's not in. Maybe something happened to him.
Yeah, maybe you did something to him.
No.
Maybe he left after threatening you to walk home as he normally does, and then, as if from nowhere, out jumps Sophie, hammer wielded in her hand, and plants it in the back of Jenkins' head. And then realising what a terrible thing you've done, you dump his body in a ditch and you run home.
That would explain her edginess today.
And Jenkins' absence.
Yeah, but Mr. White said he told him he was quitting.
Maybe Mr. White is in on it too.
This is crazy. If this story is true, where exactly was I supposed to have got the hammer from?
The toolbox. Kane, go and check if it's still there.
What, really?
Yeah.
Okay. What about all the other people who just amazingly quit? Was I supposed to have been praying outside, waiting to take them out just to get a job here?
Yeah. Well, why not? I mean, it would make perfect sense, wouldn't it? A list had to be got through before your name came up, and then poof, your name is at the top of the list. I mean, it's all very suspicious.
Hammer's there.
All right. Well, we'll let you off this time, okay? But I will be watching you.
Mr. White may be the law in here, but out there, laws are made to be broken.
What is that supposed to mean?
Exactly.
You see what you've done?
Oh, I'm sorry, Sophie. I was only trying to make you see that what you're saying sounds a little crazy.
What was you saying?
Mr. White ate Jenkins.
How?
Like a shark.
Like a shark?
Yes.
Rubbish. You were obviously hallucinating. Or you've been listening too much to him. Aquatic animals. Why anyone cares more about fish than people is beyond me.
Well, fish are intelligent creatures. You could teach us a thing or two.
Even goldfish.
Yes.
They have a 2-second memory. What sort of life is that?
Well, they are beautiful and amazing creatures, as are all fish.
Maybe you need to find a fish to marry.
Oh, how old are you?
How old are you?
Sophie, I think you must have seen something else that looked like he was eating him.
He was eating him.
The men in white coats will come to take you away.
Believe what you want, but people keep disappearing and I'm going to find out why.
Just be careful. Snooping isn't appreciated around here.
Where can I get a file with ex-employee phone numbers in?
Mr. White's office. He keeps them in the top drawer of his desk.
How do you know all this?
Just trying to climb the ladder.
Is it locked?
No, but who'd be stupid enough to go into his office uninvited?
What are you thinking?
I'm going to find out what happened to these people. And you're going to help me.
No.
Just like Hetty Wainthropp or Rosemary and Thyme. Morse.
Point taken. Salsa and detectives. What a wonderful combination.
How do you know about my salsa? Chris?
It's very manly, Martin. Stop being such a girl. Listen, Sophie, this is a really bad idea. 2 reasons. 1, taking the files is theft of private property. And 2nd, those 2.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber. Look at them.
You think your hand becomes see-through when you hold it up to the light?
No.
But I can see through it.
It's just shining through your skin, isn't it?
Through?
No.
You just said through.
Kane, listen. The skin is just brighter on the reverse side where the light is, making your skin lighter around the edges. It doesn't mean it's see-through, does it?
Ah. Hold on, so what about your bones?
Chris, I need you to be a distraction for our monkeys while I get into Mr. White's office. Can you do that?
What about Mr. White?
That's where you come in, Time.
Can I be Rosemary? I prefer Pam Ferris.
Sure. I need you to get Mr. White out of his office for a bit.
How?
Use your imagination. I'll sneak in when you have him deep in conversation. Let's go.
Good coffee?
Where's your little shrimp friend going?
Business with the boss.
I know what's going on.
Ah.
What?
It's a distraction.
What?
You clever boy. Yeah. You think you can butter the old man up, get to that top spot seat and headset? Well, let me tell you something. It's not going to work like that. So what? Is little Miss Smarty Pants not helping you make it to the top then?
She thought it was a bad idea.
Yeah, it is.
Did you think we would just let you take that from us?
We work hard. Really hard.
Really, really hard.
Yeah. I feel very hurt and betrayed.
Well, I think a course of violence cures that.
No, not yet. We need to think like this little squirt, don't we? We need to intercept the chief.
So you do. Then what?
What?
Well, say you went into your ways. Then what? As you can clearly see, one chair, two of you.
Yeah.
So who would take it?
Marcus?
Shit. Lad, look, I can see what you're doing. Yeah, you're trying to out-intellect me, aren't you? Well, it won't work. Same deal applies to you and your tubby little friend, doesn't it? I mean, what? You're just going to let him take that place, were you?
Yep.
Rubbish.
No, really. You see, all I really care about is getting through my mundane life. Day to day, waking up and seeing the sky again. Well, this means nothing. I'm sure it pays the bills, but it doesn't define me as a person. I'm more than this building, more than this phone, more than the cutthroat style you two use. Customers mean nothing if I'm not talking to them. People deserve the same treatment. Young, old, black, white. Everybody's the same as me. And everybody means more than, well, you two will ever know.
But you'd take the promotion if he offered it to you.
You just don't listen, do you?
What did you say? The phone is broken?
Yes, Mr. White. I picked it up and the wire just came out. I was desperately trying to increase my number of sales as well.
This just will not do. I said to Stevens when he was here, this modern technology will be death of us all. But he insisted on upgrading. Why are you all staring at me?
Oh, no reason. That is a lovely tie you're wearing today, Mr. White. Very, very smart.
Of course it is. I picked it myself. Why are you all just hanging around the coffee machine?
Coffee break, Mr. White.
Why do I never get an invite?
Well, you're always extremely busy, Mr. White.
As should all you be. Breaks are for slackers. Wait a minute. Where's the other one? The woman.
Sophie, Mr. White. Toilet, Mr. White.
Applying makeup.
Normally pass water.
Funny. I like a laugh every now and again. Just not now. I'm a man down and all of you are standing around having a mother's meeting. And the only woman on my staff is too busy powdering her nose. Now back to work. Martin, move up to Jenkins' seat and use his gear.
Oh, thank you, Mr. White.
Unbelievable.
What were you doing in my office?
I was looking for you, sir, Mr. White.
Well, it seems you have found me. What appears to be the problem?
There's a block in one of the ladies' toilets. It's overflowing, sir, Mr. White. I thought it was best to get the matter out of the way as swiftly as possible.
Of course, no one wants to sit in a pool of feces. I'll get someone to fix it later today. Is that everything?
Yes, sir, Mr. White.
Well, tell Martin to be careful of that phone. It costs more than his yearly wages.
Mr. White?
Got 'em?
Piece of cake.
Christopher!
What?
We need to have a little talk. No one causes us to get passed over.
Dead man.
Sounds serious.
Oh, another day in paradise.
What?
You know the song? Phil Collins? Oh, my life is that song. I'm not noticed unless it's for scorn and hatred.
That can't really be true.
Believe me, it is.
That's not what I feel.
Thanks.
I mean it. You're a lovely man, if a little low in self-esteem. You could have anybody you wanted.
I wish it worked like that.
What are you scared of?
Rejection? I heard this man say once that fear is all in the mind. And he's right. Fear is only there when you think of it. For example, I'm not keen on the dark. But if I'm occupying my thoughts on something else, I don't even realise it's dark. But then as soon as I do realise it is, I become a petrified, cowering baby. You see, it's all about control. Knowing when to think and when to forget.
That doesn't answer my question.
Also something I'm good at. Avoiding the subject.
That's not necessarily a good thing.
It gets me from day to day.
So, are you going to tell me what you're really scared of?
Being alone. When I think about it now, it's okay. I've come to terms with how I am. I mean, I'm 24 and I've never been in a serious relationship. In any sort of relationship, really. And it's not because I don't want to be, it's just that there's never been the right person for me. If you've seen my abysmal attempts at talking to women.
Well, what are you doing now?
Well, this is different. You're a little crazy, which makes it easier.
Thanks.
You know what I mean. It's different with you, but in a good way.
I'll take that as a compliment.
You know what I see in the mirror of a morning? I see a face that I don't recognise. The last thing I remember was being a boy and watching my mum die. I lost my life that day, and well, now I'm sort of trapped in this shell like a hermit crab. I don't want to live like this. I don't want to be alone anymore.
This isn't where it ends. This is only a part of something you put together, like a jigsaw. Maybe now you realise that who you are is a person you never knew. You can get to know this person, this man who I've known for 20 days and who has taught me more about fish than I ever thought I'd want to know.
Never taught you anything.
Really? If it weren't for you, then I would never have known that sea anemones, coral and translucent tentacle jellyfish all belong to the same family. They are all what name was it?
Colentinines or Sidarians.
And believe me, I never knew that until I met you.
How do you do that?
Do what?
Always know what to say.
Believe me, I don't always. But I know what you're going through. I've been there. Maybe not as painful as you, but I wondered what the point of my life was. And I realised I could see a future. And that's what I do.
How old are you?
20.
And you've already had a crisis of life.
Yes. But I moved on. I think of the glass as half full, not half empty.
So why are you here?
Because I need money before I go to America. It's a long story.
Well, we have 7 hours. Has it got something to do with him?
Maybe another time.
Okay. I knew you were amazing from the moment I saw you.
You're right. You're not very good at chatting people up. You're pretty amazing too.
Can you believe Martin?
How lucky can you get? Causing a distraction by breaking his phone and then getting promoted for it. Did he just pull the cord out?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, look at this whole piece of material. How can these things still be being used?
Well, Mr. White believes in tested methods.
I wouldn't believe everything Mr. White says or does. Did you hear that?
What?
Well, there's something loose in here. He's recording us.
What?
He's been tapping the phone.
Well, why would he want to record us?
I don't know. Is it in your phone?
Yes.
Is it in mine?
Yes.
What are you two doing?
Working.
Well, could you maybe not make quite as much noise? Trying to make phone calls here.
Now, do you believe me that something's going on here?
Well, okay, so this is a little strange, but it doesn't mean he's been killing people, especially by eating them.
Where is Mr. White now?
I can't see him. He's not in his office, one that I can see through his window.
He might be recording us now. Let's just get back to work. Throw your bug into the bin. Get back to work. I'll think of something.
Home time.
Who made you the boss?
Mr. White phoned me. Told me everyone could go home a little early today. He had to go to a meeting in London. He said the cleaners had lock up.
Well, then home time it is. Marcus, fancy a drink?
Yeah. And Martin, some good work today.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I'll be seeing you tomorrow, Christopher.
Sleep with one eye open.
All right.
Don't they ever stop?
No. They don't really have to. Anyway, they don't bother me anymore. I'm going home unless you fancy a drink.
I can't. I have to make a few calls here. Sort out a few loose ends.
I'll go. I could do with something stronger than usual.
I'll buy you a promotion drink. See you tomorrow, Sophie.
Take care. Both of you.
Don't forget, the cleaner comes round at 7, so try and be done by then, or it'll be reported back to Mr. White.
Night. Right. Who's first? Holloway. Hello? Is that... No, I've never called you before. No, I'm not. I'm sorry, Mrs. Holloway, I haven't seen your son. No, that's not... Hello? Hello? Mrs. Holloway? Jesus. Who's next? Peterson. Good evening. Is Robert there? I work in his old office. No, he hasn't turned up here. He's been missing for a year. I didn't know. I'm sorry for disturbing you. What's going on? Who else? Thomas Stevens. Hello, is Thomas there, please? What? He died? When did... 2 years ago. I'm sorry for asking this, but how did he die? No, I'm not a reporter. Thank you. No, I'm sorry again for your loss. Jesus Christ. They found him in a river with bite marks all over him. Bite marks! Like a shark. White! It must be! I need to tell someone. To go to the police. No. I'll just try one more. To be sure. What was Jenkins' number? Hello? Ben? Hello? Is someone there? Hello? Is this Ben? Ben Jenkins? Can you hear me? Hello? It's Sophie from the office. Are you there? Ben? What do you want? Why do you have this phone? Hello? Who is this? Say something!
You're early.
Yeah, it would appear I am. I took the longer walk today. Funny how things turn out.
Indeed, I like initiative. Not often I see it from you, though.
I feel like a new man. I've decided it's time to start loving life.
That is extremely unlike you.
Well, I know. Well, I'm going to tell someone how much they mean to me.
How very depressing.
Well, not for me. Are you married?
I was once, but she gave me indigestion.
Bad cooking?
Something like that. Can I interest you in a sandwich?
What's in it?
Seafood.
No thanks, I'm allergic.
Suit yourself.
What are you doing here so early?
Not that it's any of your business, but I had something I needed to attend to last night and never left the office. Work waits for no man.
Yeah, I know. Oh, here.
What's this?
It's my letter of resignation.
How amusing.
What is?
This is the second one up to the last one.
Well, who has... Why, Sophie's things in that box.
I have to send her stuff back to her.
But, well, she's...
But it would seem she's had enough of this job. Called me up last night.
No, that's not...
Christopher.
What did you do to her?
Now, let's not be pointing any fingers. We wouldn't want your last few weeks to be...
Mr. White, come to my office now.
Who's that? What happened to Sophie? Mr. White?
Can I tell you something, Christopher? All I ever wanted was to make this place great, to be the best there could have been. It wasn't too much to ask, was it?
Are you going somewhere?
Yes, I think I am. I know I am. This place has been everything to me. I'd kill to still be at the top.
What's...
Remember, Christopher, it doesn't matter where you are or what you do. There's always someone trying to get to you. Just be careful of those bigger fishes. Good luck, whatever you do.
What about Sophie? Mr. White? What did you do?